Hey guys, it's me. I'm going to be reviewing the new Sony Hxr Mc2000U, which I just bought yesterday. Well, I didn't buy it yesterday, but I got it yesterday. Anyway, this is actually my first proper video camera, as basically my whole life I've been shooting with either my dad's little pocket camera when I was about 6 I started, and then eventually a DSLR, which I'm shooting with right now, obviously, because so this is actually like a huge change from what I'm used to, but I already have some stuff to talk about. First of all, it's a very nice camera for the price. It's $1,600, which is pretty low for, you know, a shoulder mount video camera of this magnitude. This light does not come with the camera. It's a Genere LED 7100T, you know, double battery, very long life. It's got 2 knobs in the back, so you can. I'm just gonna turn it on low right now, although I could. You know, I could change the intensity, and then you can change the color of the light. You know, it's really good for all sorts of stuff. This mic actually does come with the camera. It's a very nice shotgun mic. Obviously not the best, but it's a lot better than what I've been using. I mean, that camera that I'm recording on right now doesn't even have a mic, technically. We got all these really nice features. Things I really like about this camera are, you know, this screen right here. You know, it's a really nice screen. It's pretty easy to see what you're doing all the time. Even works outside with glare. It's, you know, really nice. I don't really use the touchscreen feature that much because I don't think I really need to. But you know, the only thing is with the eyepiece. I mean, the eyepiece turns on only when the screen is shut. But the eyepiece is very small, and it's also a bit blue tinged. It's not really that big of a problem, but it's a little bit easier to use the screen if you can. We have, you know, a lithium battery right here. It's always good to have an extra, which I did buy. I bought an extra. This lasts about 3.5 hours, the one that it comes with. We have our input for, I'm not entirely sure what that is, and micro USB for uploading from the camera. Now the camera has an internal hard drive as well as an SD card, which I've put in. The SD card does not come with the camera. You need to buy it on your own, but it's like $10, so don't worry about it. Although it does have to be class 10 for it to work with this camera. The internal hard drive is 16 gigabytes. I'm not entirely sure. Okay, but it's a pretty hefty internal hard drive for, you know, a camera. And I think you can switch between, using the touchscreen, you can switch between which one you're recording to. People like to use the internal sparingly, I think, because it's actually prone to more damage, like from running around, jumping around with the camera, than the SD, but it's not really a big deal. When you've got it on your shoulder, obviously you hold it like this. So right about there you've got your power, which basically you press down the screen to turn it on, and you turn it off like that. And that's a really weird power button. I'll give them that. It's not great, but you know, it gets the job done. In the middle you've got your record button. There's another record button up here as well, in case you're holding it differently. You know, very convenient. Here you've got our zoom. Sorry. You know, W is smaller, T is larger. I mean, I don't know what that means, but you know, you get used to it when you use a camera a lot. Basically, it's kind of a fluid zoom. You know, the harder you push, the faster it zooms and whatnot. Quite nice. Also, we have a little photo button which takes a photo in footage. Which is really good. In case you're like, oh wow, that could be a really good cover pic for my DVD. You know, then you can do that. Now, moving on to the lens, we have a Sony G series lens, which not quite Carl Zeiss, but you know, it's a good lens. I actually have a lens cover on it. It's cost about $12. It's a UV protector. Really smart because, you know, obviously it protects you from UV, but also if this gets cracked, like if the lens itself gets cracked, you need a new camera. You can't take it off. But if this gets cracked, you know, it's fine. You can take it off and get a new one. Here we have our smooth, slow focus ring for manual focus. That does not always work, obviously, if you have autofocus on. So right here we have a bunch of different things. This is how you check your videos, change the mode from picture taking to video, and then here you can switch to manual focus and autofocus. The only thing I'll say about it is if you're getting this as a starting camera, which I don't know why you wouldn't be, because it is really a starting camera. You should definitely try to take it out for a test run, like actually holding it on your shoulder, because it is a heavy camera. People like don't realize that, but it is heavy. They think it's like 8 pounds. It's not so bad for short amounts of time, but once you're carrying it around your shoulder all day, it gets heavy. So definitely want to make sure that you're okay with that. I mean, it's not terrible, but yeah, it's just something to mention. Tripod also got from B&H. It's a Magnus something or other. They're all the same. The only thing you want to do with a tripod is make sure it's kind of lightweight, because video camera tripods can be pretty heavy, and you try to get the lightest when you can, because you're going to be carrying it around a lot. This petrol bag, check that out, property of Northwoods Productions. It's a nice bag, fit just about all the other stuff I need in there. So yeah, you can basically fit anything except the tripod in that bag, and I think it's small enough to carry on the plane. If you're going somewhere, it's really convenient bag. They're a bit expensive, but it's waterproof and it's orange inside. You can't really beat that. Anyway, that's it for today, guys, and thank you very much, and goodbye.